This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Samianalyze show. Hope everyone had a marvelous weekend. We kind of reviewed the weekend that was here. Lots of movement in the NBA. You know, guys got the bag. Spoke about that on Saturday. They got their money. But there's a situation that's going on that I really want to address. I know, and I get it. I know Dame wants out of Portland. We know that was announced on Saturday. And he's got one destination. He has one it's Miami or bust. Very interesting that it's Miami or bust for a guy who doesn't have a no trade and a guy who does who's under contract. But Dame is not the one that I'm focused on right now. No. Dame is not the one that I'm focused on right now. No. It is one James Harden. That's the one that's got me kind of focused and thinking. Okay? That's the one. Gotta fix the merch. Oh, looking shiny right now with that shea butter. Shave the head and put some shea butter on there. Yeah. That's a secret, y'all. That's a secret. But would it be the organic one, the yellow one? But anyway, James Harden has requested a trade, y'all. And that is what I want to focus on. Is there a market for him? Let's analyze. Sorry for burying the lead a little bit there, folks. But James Harden is a guy who requested a trade. Now, I'm a little surprised because he's with his guy. He's with Daryl Morey. That's his guy. That's the guy who looked out for him. That's the guy who took a chance on him years ago. Brought him over from OKC to Houston, gave him the bag, $80 million. Then after that, the guy started becoming all-NBA player, an MVP, gave him the bag again. You know, and they just kept giving him the money. But James Harden started along the way, started feeling himself, y'all. He started feeling himself a little bit. James Harden, you know, the rumor is, you know, he loved his time in Houston. A little too much. James Harden would roll up to practice late. Social media would have James Harden in the clubs and all this stuff. I remember seeing James Harden in a fancy sports car, and you know, I don't know. He looked like he was doing everything he needed to do, but get himself in the gym. And why I have a problem with James Harden is because, yes, he has all the accolades, right? Harden has all the accolades, okay? He did everything, you know, for Houston, but when it mattered. James Harden is one of those, man. He's one of those guys who does not produce when it matters. He is one of those guys who does not produce when it counts. And he requested a trade. See, I think when you look at him doing that, very disrespectful, actually. You really kind of backstabbed Daryl Morey in a sense, right? Because he requested a trade. First and foremost, the first thing that James Harden did, all right, it's alleged, but now that you see it, it's fact. James Harden, supposedly he could not deal with Doc Rivers, wanted no parts of Doc Rivers. because Doc Rivers, he probably saw the writing on the wall, and he's like, he's not that guy anymore. And I think everybody in the room knows that, but Harden, everybody knows that, but him. Okay, and I look, he was upset. I know when he didn't make the All-Star game this past year, he was like, oh, really? And look, the guy averaged 21 points a game, over 10 assists a game. I would say he's still putting up All-Star caliber numbers, but not the James Harden numbers. So let's go back to my question. He requested a trade. Is there a market for him? Dame requested a trade. So that means James Harden should be the second wanted guy out there. Wrong. I think it's a Reynolds for Harden. You hear me? I think it's a wrap for James Harden. I really do. Okay, he's going to be 34 years young at the end of the summer, August 26th. And you show no loyalty. You went from Houston, I don't want to be in Houston anymore. Then he went to Brooklyn for half an hour. I don't want to be in Brooklyn anymore. Actually, I wanted to go to the Sixers the whole time. And now you requested a trade. This has potential to be very bad for Harden and the Sixers. And here's why. I think because of his antics of, oh, I wanted to be in Brooklyn. Now I don't want to be in Brooklyn. Oh, I wanted to be in Philly. Daryl Morey fired Doc Rivers. And then, and against listening to the superstar of the team, which is Embiid, who wanted Doc Rivers to stay. So you got rid of Doc Rivers, and then Embiid, and now against Embiid's wishes, and now if you're Daryl Morey, you got to feel backstabbed by James Harden because now he wants out. Who's going to trade for him? He's got a little. He's got a bad track record right now, and he's going to be 34 years old. Who's going to trade for him? Philly is a little bit in the bind because they say he wants to go to the Clippers, and guess what? You would think if you want James Harden, who's still an all-star caliber talent, right? Not an MVP, but still respectable. He's 34 years old. And if you're the Clippers, you're not trading PG-13. You're not trading Kawhi Leonard for James Harden. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. So I think, to me, there is no market. I know they threw the Knicks name out there. I mean, that's what they do, right? The Knicks are going to go trade. You're not going to go trade a young RJ Barrett for James Harden. No. And if you do that, you're going to hear me say, you big dummy. Sanford and Son. Love that. That was one of my favorites right there. You big dummy. You don't go do that. And the Knicks are not a dumb organization. Not anymore. So James Harden has put Daryl Morey in a real bind. And I think because of it, you're an outside. Look, you can't bring him back. He requested a trade. Philly does not play. Philly does not play. So it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I think Daryl Morey and Philly, they're a little bit in a little bit of a bind. And it's going to be very interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see what they give up. What they give up for James Harden. I think I'm looking at it and I'm like, maybe a few picks. I don't know. I think it's going to take, I think you're looking at what? Norman Powell? Maybe a Marcus Morris and a few picks. That's it, y'all. That's it. I don't see anything else. So James Harden has burned bridges, has burned Daryl Morey, and Philly, as a result, he's gone. And you know what? As a result, you know what's gonna follow? You know what's gonna follow? Joel is out. Trust. Joel Embiid is gonna be out. But what say you? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm on social media at Samianalyze, on the Twitter at Samianalyze, Facebook at Samianalyze, and the gram at Samianalyze. Folks, please like, subscribe, share, all of that. I do appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, à tout à l'heure.